Welcome to this tutorial. We are going to learn about Mailbox properties, and in this tutorial we're going to learn about Quota and deleted item retention. Now what exactly with those explanations is already clear about with these words Quota and deleted item retentions. So basically Quota means that we allow a specific user to use a specific space, because in Exchange server, which is basically used in infrastructure environments, and in corporate world who provides a mail server and mail access for their employees. So for example, if your infrastructure environment having 100 employees and the company is having 100 GB of storage, so every user may receive 1 GB of space. Maybe some important persons get more space, for example 5 GB, 10 GB, like that, and other users have to compromise with the space, but they must receive the main rights because they are important to the infrastructure environments as well. So Quota requires to, otherwise the cost may be pressurized infrastructure environment, a corporate company. So in that case, the special Quota will requires to that this particular user needs a space of only 50 MB or something like that, and this particular user requires more space because this particular person have more database with him than that other user. Now deleted item retention is very much same, that how much time you requires a deleted message to be there. This is like that. Now for example, if we talk about configuring mailbox quotas, and the first thing is requires is Mailbox automatically applies Quota and deleted item retention. The another thing is that Mailbox label settings overrides the settings applied on Mailbox database. The two things required is very much similar. The Mailbox databases always have automatically applies the Quota and deleted item retentions. It could be something like that. For example, if even if go with by default, then also the specific space will be there, and it requires for mailbox label settings overrides. For example, if a mailbox database have some quota set, a deleted item retention set, and if you personally manually go to the mailbox and applies the quota, applies the settings on deleted item retention, then it will override the entire settings on mailbox database, because manually setting the quota rights and deleted item retention in mailbox is sufficient and more important than the applied on mailbox database. For example, if account section have some 300 users and only one user requires, and in all 300 users we have provided 50 MB of mail rights. So for example, one of that head of account section requires 1 GB of space, then personally we go and apply that settings on that head of account. So this is what configuring Mailbox Quota is, and let's go to our Windows Server 2008 system and let's learn about how to configure this quota and deleted item retention. We are in the Windows Server 2008 R2 machine, where we have promoted this machine in Exchange Server 2010, and we have a couple of users created which having a mailbox access in this Exchange server, And let's go to the properties of Daniel, who's the user and who have access of Mailbox. So let's see how we apply a quota. And now this is what Daniel, a user's properties. It's very much similar, which we used to learn with Exchange with Windows Server 2008. So it's very much same, but couple of mail additions were there, mail options were added. You can even made changements in alias and something like that. For example, in the future where this particular employee wants to change the credential, you can log on name and alias like that. You can change it if it requires to. Now, for example, if I goes to Mailbox settings, you will get an option called storage quotas. A couple of other options are there, like federated sharing as well. Now you will get the sharing storage quotas, and when you click on it, double click on it, you will find out that particular quotas were applied. It requires to apply. For example, you need to put on some databases, and by default, as of now, it's sensing according to the space. It's having the default setting. But once you start clicking on each other, then you can put the required space. For example, if this particular user needs to assign a very less space, then only these whenever he receive a mail, and for example if overpass that requires space, then an issue warning warning issue will be applied to this user, and the future mail may not be reached, may not be stored unless he deletes the previous mail. Prohibit send, for example, you can if this particular user has sent some you can restrict that size as well, size limit as well. You want this particular user to not send a mail more than 1 MB, you can. So attachment and something like that, so you're not able to send. Prevent send and receive it. For example, if the mailbox having some additions in some space. Deleted item retention, you can even block. For example, if it deleted mails, you can keep that mails till 14 days, like it is recyclable. And in for example, if you use Gmail and if you delete some item, the more than 30 days they allow that trash mail to be there with the server, and after that automatically they clean up. So you can even keep the deleted mails till 14 days. After that it will automatically clean up, and if you click do not permanently delete items on the lock back unless you create a backup, then till that time they will not delete that mail. So this is a couple of options are there with the code.